Up in store here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts going to move him around. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Duggan. Pass complete there in the core. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, the Rams had a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Here's Duggan to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Duggan now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. give up the middle to Johnson.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Johnson.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Duggan.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Touchdown, Rams!
Tutu Atwell.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing, Duggan. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before break. Dugan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Duggan looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Duggan will look to throw this. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Duggan. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Dugan. And that'll be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Dugan. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off play action, Dugan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Dugan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. York able to send this one through. And they've got the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you just come? And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd down, Dugan. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Come on, why would you throw it to him?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd and 10,
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
again he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Duggan. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Duggan to throw. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Duggan. Open man is Atwell. Complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Johnson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They're facing a top